Good afternoon, good people, good gooners. Welcome to this afternoon edition of The Ghost of Highbury. I'm your host, Anton Keith. It is a pleasure to be with you this early afternoon. It's not late night, so you don't need any wine or beer unless that's the way you get down. Personally, for me, it's a little early. It's only 2 o'clock here on the East Coast. So, why am I tapping in? I'm tapping in because we need to pick a starting 11 for tomorrow's game. And so, what I want to do, I'm going to show you the 11 that I would really love to see. I don't necessarily know the formation, but I'm just going to pick one. And then we're going to erase that and I'm going to pick who I think the manager is going to pick because I'm never even close. And so that's not, hey, he sees those guys every day. He knows who he wants to pick. There's no slight against him. But yeah, I'm just never close between the people I want to see and the people who actually see on the field and the way they're lined up. So there's always like one or two anomalies that get out there, and I'm just like, why? How sway? How do we get here? And if you're like me, you're the same way. So yeah, so we're gonna do that, and that's it. It's a little bit early. No news today, except that Tamiyasu did practice yesterday. So I was really happy to wake up and watch that footage. It was very short, and I don't know why. Maybe because they were easing him into how they do things and things like that, which they should. And so, but I was just happy to see him there. I'm so happy that the work permit situation got resolved and that everybody seemed to be there. I saw Emil Smith Rowe there. I saw Saka there, Ben White, Thomas Partey. Alba is back. Everybody to be ready. Everybody was smiling, joking. I know we see these things before. The only thing that was missing was the obligatory Martinelli banger in the top bin. That was the only thing that we normally see, but we never get to see when it's game time. So yeah, I was happy with the shortened kind of training session. I'm happy that he got the training, gets his work permit. He seems to be, and from everything he talks about, he's a hard worker, and all the reports that come back about him seems to be that he is a genuinely good guy. But we've heard things like that before with Mister. My parents let me keep the keys, and so again, like I always say, like we talked about last night, I don't really care about what you say, right? I care about what you do. And so, as professional as everything that Tamiyasu might be, I want to see it on the pitch. He could be a total jerk in private, and as long as he produces on the field, hey, I don't care. I just want us to get it right because it seems like we talked about this the other day when we went through all the transfers since about 2014. Often we get it wrong, and that's been one of the major issues with the issue of us revitalizing this club, bringing it back, is that often in transfers, either bringing people in or the way we let people go, we get it horribly wrong. And so for me, the only thing that I just want us to get this right. I want everybody that we bought this window to contribute in a special way. I'm not saying they gotta they gotta be anointed, the next Real Madrid Galactico or something like that. I just want them to progress. I would love him. You remember last year when Gabriel started, and I remember watching those first few games. I was just like, yeah, yeah, we got one here. Now he doesn't have a tremendous amount of experience, right? So it is going to take time, and you can see towards the end of the season with injuries and the like, he kind of tailed off there a little bit, but the bones are there for a player. And so I hope Ben White, Lakanga, Tavares, Tamiyasu can kind of follow suit in that and just make that sort of Gabrielle sort of appearance and say, and just give us fans a bit of hope to say that sometimes this management team can get it right, and hopefully he is one of those. Hopefully all of them work out. So do me a favor. Again, this is a brand new show. We're a week and a half in. We're approaching 2 weeks, and I would really love to grow this community. I would love to have people to engage with on here. So it's not just me running my mouth, but I understand that's the way things start. So I'll be here, but I would love for you to be here with me, talking about Arsenal, talking about how we can we can grow our club and restore it back to its former luster, because we're a bit rusty now. Just like kind of like the outside of the Emirates Stadium right now needs a little bit of a facelift. The outside needs a little bit of a facelift, but the inside needs a little bit of a facelift as well. So we've kind of gone to a few sketchy plastic surgeons, over the past, I don't know, 8, 9 years, and they've done some terrible nose jobs. We got the big puffy lips and stuff like that. We spent a lot of money on plastic surgery, but all of the surgeries have been botched jobs. I mean, and so we need a good doctor to come in and really, really square us away. So again, I hope your afternoon is going well. If you're over across the pond watching this, I hope your evening is going well. And I hope you're getting yourself set for Norwich tomorrow, which we will be live streaming right here. We'll be live streaming and giving our reaction so that, we can, hopefully it'll be a lot of loud voice. I have to turn this mic all the way down so that, so I'm screaming because I get very excited. I know that we talked a lot about the West Brom game not really meaning anything, but I can tell you I was screaming my lungs out when we scored those 6 goals, because we don't score goals that often. So I was just excited. I just love to see us score. And the fact that we haven't scored in the league at all is just so disheartening for me. So if you might see a different side of me, and it is a different side of me once we play. I'm not really going off. I've kind of resigned myself to some of the dumb bonehead things we do, and I would love to see a lot of those things like removed from our team kind of chemistry. Some of the bonehead things we do, some of the goals we let in, some of the fouls that we commit. I would love to see some of that stuff kind of coached out of our team. And so when things happen, I'm just like, yeah, I expected it. So I'm just like, I just can't believe we let that goal in, and I'm kind of bummed the rest of the day. But when we win, I'm super ecstatic and I'm happy and I'm proud to be a Gooner. So without further ado, it's 2:00 here, so I'm doing the water. I've had my my cups of coffee, so I'm doing the water right now. So hopefully you're doing water right now. Unless, if you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast, this is a little bit earlier, a lot earlier. It's only about 11:00, and so you should be on the water. Maybe your second cup of coffee or something like that. If you start going east and going across the pond, then maybe it's time for you to have your after work pint. But over here, we on the water. So who's watching? Happy, thanks for tapping in, big fella. Appreciate you. Or girl, I don't know who you are. Just tap in, let me know. But let's switch over. So let's switch over to the Create Formation app. And so here is my starting lineup. Okay. And let me know in the comments, whether I'm totally botching this. I'm being, this is kind of a fantasy kind of for me. You know what I mean? I would love to see this. I know because of injuries, we might see something close to this, but I don't know if it'll be. I think that if, I know we've tinkered with 3 at the back. I don't know if we need 3 at the back for Norwich, which lets me believe that we might not do it in this game. Like this, if this was Chelsea, Liverpool, even Spurs, or somebody like that coming in that can hit us on a break and just, they can cut us like a hot knife through butter, I would probably see us going to 3 at the back. The issue with 3 at the back that I see when I look at this lineup is either one of Odegaard or Pepe has to go. Because there'll only be one person. I mean, 2 people, 2 midfielders in the middle right there. So, and please on everything, do not do that. Lokanga, not Lokanga. Who did he do? Was it El? Oh, it was Xhaka and Odegaard. Those 2 8s. Please, no. We don't have to worry about that because Xhaka is out for 3 weeks and he has COVID, so we don't have to worry about that in the immediate future. But never do that. Never do that. Recall Aziz first or something. I don't care if they haven't gotten used to me. I never just ask him, can we borrow him for a game or whatever? Like, don't Don't do that, because that was just. I mean, I got it, and Odegaard is a baller, but not as an 8. No, no. Mm-mm. So let's start from the back. I got Ramsdale in. I think Leno, something happened in Germany where flights got delayed, maybe weather, I don't know. But he got back late. So I didn't see him. They didn't really show any of the keepers in the short little training montage that they put up. So I don't know if he even arrived on time, because they didn't show any of the keepers, but I know Ramsdale is there. So that's just me assuming that, and if he is there, and I think he did play in the secret squirrel game against Brentford. So I'm going to put him in. I want to see him play. This is a big game for us because we haven't won any, and it's a big game in that sense. But the actual opposition is good, right? It's a basement team that's probably going to be here at the end of the year. Hopefully, we're not with them, but this is a team that I see being here at the bottom when this season's over, and so this is an opportunity to bed him in to the team. So I got Ramsdale at the back. And no slight against Leno, but hopefully he sees that. I want, at minimum, I want to light a fire on the Leno. I want him to know that if he doesn't change some of the bad things that he does, that you might want to leave, but we might want you to leave as well. And if he can fix those things, he is a top tier shot stopper. Okay. He is a top tier shot stopper. And so if he can amend some of those things, like with his feet and some of the lack of command of the box, I would have him here. I think he's good. But if he's not, and he just can't do the things with his feet and commanding his box that Ramsdale seems to have done so far, then I would welcome a change. So I want to see Ramsdale in this setting. At the back. So I'm going to go with 4-2-3-1 in mind, because I just don't know if he's going to go with 3 at the back with everyone back. I don't know if that's what he entails. I think, I know what the reporter on Latte Firm said about Tamayasu, being more of a center half. However, I think that one of the things that they like about him is his versatility. So he could play sort of like that defensive right-sided defender, while Tierney on the left bombs forward. But I know that kind of leaves Pepe hanging, but I'm counting on Odegaard and Partey and Lukonga to provide for him in a way that Tamiyasu probably can't. I mean, he does make good passes, and the data kind of bears that out, but we need defensively, we need him more. We need him when Tierney bombs forward. We need them to kind of form into a 3, with Partey or probably Lukonga probably alternating to be in front of them and to keep it solid back there, so that we're not cut through like we always are for some reason. And so I have Tamiyasu at right back. I have Ben White coming back in from COVID. Thank God he's healthy. Okay, and we really need to see him really start to make some movement here. This is a good start. Gabriel's back. Thank God. He had that knee injury, and he even tweeted a little bit ago. Can't wait for tomorrow. So hopefully he gets back in. And then Tierney, and everybody knows how everybody feels about Tierney. We love him. But the thing is, and it's about, Gabriel too. And Partey. Can they stay healthy? They have all the talent in the world, but if your body won't hold up to express and fulfill that talent and that potential, then you are sort of like, what can we do with you? I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. All right, so I have Tierney at left back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Then in the midfield 2 or 3, I got the back. I got 2 holdings. I got Partey and Lukonga, and so hopefully, they said that they kept Sambi out of the national team game just as a sort of precaution. There's really nothing to worry about, and he should start. And he has played a lot. He's practiced a lot and things like that. Looked good during practice today when he was there, and so I anticipate him being there because there's no Granit Xhaka, there is no El Nini, and so he has to play there. And then just in front of them in that sort of attacking spot, I have Martin Odegaard, which he's as funny. I saw some reporters. He had an interview, and they were asking him about being the potential captain. And for me, we'll see. I mean, he's captain of his team and of his national team, and I know that kind of gives you some experience, and I mean, that's good, right? But let's see how you take that to these guys right here, right? It's all good, being the captain over there. He's been captain for a while, right? That's great. I'm not knocking that, but be captain of your club. Be captain of Arsenal Football Club. That will impress me. Okay, and so and then on the wings there, I got Saka and Pepe. Smith Rowe did practice, and I'm glad he's back healthy, but I think that it's probably too soon. I mean, he looked really happy to be there and looked fine practicing or whatever, but it's probably a little too soon to ask for him to start and play, 60, 70 minutes. And I think if we started him, we would kind of be wasting a sub on him, because we at some point, I mean, if he's been, who knows what he's been dealing with dehydration, and when you have the flu or whatever, you just generally you're weak, so to come back in, I'm glad that he doesn't have the flu anymore or whatever it is, but to come in and play a full 90 against in the Premier League, but might be asking too much. And Saka didn't play the last game in the national game. I mean, in the international, so he should be good to go. He looked pretty happy to be there and things like that. So I expect him to continue his form and come on that left. So to see Tierney and Saka on that left-hand side really impresses me. I think every time that they've played in that position, and they're overlapping and they're giving each other opportunities, good things have happened. So I'm expecting, in my lineup, I think that'll be a good thing. And then down the middle, I got Alba. The last time we saw him down the middle when he actually got serviced, you got to stick that caveat in there. The last time he played down the middle and got service, he was bagging goals. And so I'm expecting this game, hopefully it's a confidence builder for him. We can build on that, because I think Chelsea and Man City, whatever confidence he had, it destroyed, because he never even saw the ball. Now people can talk about his work rate and things like that. How much can you do as a striker when you like balls to your feet and you don't get any? I get it. Okay, you can chase people around and make yourself tired. Okay, from the back. Okay, you can do that. You can start a press and do this, and you can do all those things. And I'll give you credit if you do. But that's not why we bought him. Okay, this person has won the Golden Boot and come in second. That's not what we didn't buy him to be some press merchant. Okay, we bought him to bag goals. So we need a setup that can give him the best opportunity to succeed. Okay, and so then on the other side, I get Pepe. And so again, like everybody said, and everybody's mentioned all their live streams, Twitter accounts, all that good stuff. This is the season of Pepe, right? Low, I mean, sort of high expectations, making it back into the top 4, but not too many games. No reasons to be exhausted. And, you're not going to be playing European competition. You're going to be playing people in the middle, the bottom of the table, most games in league cup and FA Cup games. This is your opportunity to build up your confidence. Hopefully we can play you and again, I say something about that West Brom game, but again, he was another player. When you see, instead of like isolating him on the sort of touch line, if you play him in, that's the sort of player that he is. Yeah, he has techers and he can do all the moves and tricks and flicks and stuff like that. But he is a finisher, right? He is a big time finisher, and he bags a few assists. So I would love to see more balls to his feet, putting him into dangerous positions, because you can tell when putting him, like he gets brought down for penalties. He is dangerous in the right positions. It's the manager's job to put him in those positions, like he talked about during the press conference, putting us in good conditions so that we deserve to win games. So that's my lineup. Let me know what you think. It's pretty strong. I know it leaves out, a few people that, leaves out. I mean, it's completely changing our back line barring Kieran Tierney, but it removes people like Sid Kolasinac, Callum Chambers, Rob Holding, Cedric, all these type of people. It removes all those type of people because we've said and we've established, right? Right? Me and you, let's talk. Okay. We said, right, that there is a number of players here who aren't good enough, right? There are a lot of players who are squad fodder at best, right? And all of those guys that we're removing shouldn't be playing. It shouldn't be. Whether they should be at the club or not, okay, that's another story, another stream for another day, right? Because your team does need a squad. Not everybody can be a superstar, right? And you can't just have a bunch of young players on the bench and then a bunch of I mean, you could, but I don't know if that'll work. Sometimes you need veteran people on the bench that can come in and do a job. And so so I'm going to erase this if I can. No, you know what? I'm not going to erase it. I'm just going to alter it a little bit. And so I want to show you what I think the coach is actually going to pick. So let's start in the back. I'm going to change Ramsdale. I think Leno's going to come in. Okay. At right back. Let's see. Right back. I think. What is wrong with this thing? I think at right back, it's going to be Cedric. I think Ben White's going to play. I think Gabrielle's going to play. And then I think Tierney's going to play. So in the back four, I mean, in this back, these five players, I think that there's going to be two changes: the keeper and right back. I don't think he's going to stick Tomiyasu out there just yet. I don't think that he thinks, even though he said in his comments, he's been playing, he should be completely fit, which he probably is, but for some reason he won't play. And so, hold on. So yeah, so that's so in the midfield, I assume that these guys are going to play only because there's no one else. Right? There's no one else. I think these guys will play. I think Odegaard was brought here to be the guy, the 10, even though for some reason they gave it to a guy who, quite honestly, I love, but hasn't, doesn't deserve that kit yet because he's not a starter. He's only had half a season under his belt, and yet they felt fit to give him the number 10. So I think it's going to be Sambi, Partey, and Odegaard. Now over here is where I don't know. Okay, how these guys are going to line up, and so if we go in history, right, this is what's going to happen. This is going to come over here. Okay, so we're going to remove Alba and put in Laka. Okay. Going to remove Saka, put in Alba, and then leave Pepe there. So that's how I see him picking. And to be honest, that's not a terrible lineup. It's not the worst lineup in the world because of the midfield. I just think that having Laka and Alba I don't mind both of them playing, but not in this formation. And I think that if you do something with a 2, then again, you're basically removing either. I mean, I didn't like Odegaard in a 2. I don't think that's his game. I think he can get, he's tricky. He can get out of tight spots. He makes the right pass, but physically and things like that, that's just not his game. And so I think you kind of leave him out if you do that. And so yeah, I just don't think that we're gonna do that. And then I don't think that for this game we're gonna go to a 3. So yeah, I don't that's just the way I see it kind of playing out. We will revisit this obviously tomorrow when we actually see the starting lineup. Game comes on here where I am on the east coast of the US at 10 a.m. So I'll probably start the live stream at about 9:45. Get myself ready, get some coffee, get all that good stuff. It won't be water that early in the morning. It will definitely be the Java. Definitely be the cafe. So yeah, so we'll start off, we'll put the lineup in. The lineup will come out at 9. So I'll give that time to, leave my comments and stuff like that. And then we will be off and running. So yeah, that's my starting 11. I've seen people putting things out already. Let me jump on Twitter and see what people are talking about. I've seen a lot of people putting their lineups out already. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Um, Trash is here. All right. So let's see. Timmons is saying Odegaard, Pepe, Saka, Smith Rowe. Well, obviously Smith Rowe is not going to be ready. If only 3 could start, who do you leave out? For me, it's Smith Rowe. Um. Yeah, I mean, you see the sense of big shot to sensible gunner, and he says, this 4 right here. I mean, I'm not I don't have anything wrong with that. I just think that like, oh, how's that? Is that turned into a 5 where these 3 guys play 3 at the back, and then he turns into a left wing back, and then either Cedric or somebody else plays as a uh the right wing back. No, I don't want to see no Man United Jazz. Big shout to the GOAT. Anybody else put their lineups on here? Let's see. Georgina Triggs says, let me see what she has. Is this the same as mine? Yep. Look at that. Yep. Same as mine. Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Gabrielle, Sammy Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang. Right? That's the same thing. I'm gonna like that one. But yeah, same thing I said. Same thing. And then Too Logical for Arteta says the GFP. I expect 6 right backs. Do me a favor. You see this right here? Follow me on Twitch. This is Adam Ray Vogue. I'm going to try to get him on the show so we can talk a little bit more about Project 23 and who we need to be looking at. This is an excellent thread right here talking about some of the best strikers in the world based on a lot of different metrics that he explains in the thread. Take a look at that. That is a very, very, very good thread. He does very good analytic works. Anybody else before I get out of here? I just wanted to see if more people. I know it's probably been pushed down my thread. I wanted to see if people put their lineups out there. How many times are they gonna post about Ronaldo signing? Jeez Louise. No. Okay. So we're off of this. So that's about it. I just wanted to hop on real quick and and talk about what I think is going to happen. I think we are going to win, of course, obviously. And I guess I should give a score prediction. I am going to say 3-1 to the Arsenal. I'm sticking with that 3-1 to the Arsenal. I think that Pepe scores, Saka scores. No, I'm going to say Saka scores and Pepe scores twice. That's going to be my prediction. And I think that Tierney's going to bag an assist, and I think that Odegaard's going to bag an assist. So that's my prediction. I think that we're going to be too much for them. I saw that Daniel Fark's comment saying like, he watched the first game and we had so many people out, so he's preparing his team for an onslaught, and hopefully we bring it to them. Hopefully we don't do anything weird and no one gets hurt. No one, like tomorrow morning we get the lineup, we got some crazy, like Balogun starting because somebody else has COVID or something like that. Like, please do not do this to us. I mean, I know it's not under their control. It's nothing. Somebody has COVID or gets this mystery flu that's rampaging through our training center or whatever. Hopefully none of that stuff happens tomorrow. It can happen after that. Okay. I mean, if things happen, things happen. And if it does happen after the game, let us just make it through this game, get 3 goals, get 3 points, and let's deal with everything else afterwards. That's really going to be it. I know this was sort of a short stream, but yeah, I just wanted to tap in and just give my thoughts about who I thought was going to start. Again, if you watch this after it finishes, it doesn't matter. Go into the stream, put your starting 11. Tap in with me up here. I'm on Twitter, as you saw. I'm at Highbury Ghost US. Let me know what you think about the stream. Let me know what you think we're gonna do tomorrow. Give me a score prediction. I'd appreciate it. I got something planned for my when I get to I'm gonna either do 75 or 100 followers combined on Twitch and YouTube. I'm gonna probably get one of the new hottie kits or something like that, one of the new hotnesses, and give it to one of you guys just as a gift, as a thank you, just because I'm trying to build support for the brand. And, I can't do that if you're not here. And so that's really it. It's been real. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. It's been real. I'll be on Twitter throughout the day as I'm doing stuff for my family and stuff like that. I'll be on Twitter. So tap in with me. Let me know what you think about the stream and all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon. Peace.